Welcome to Bon Jovi Discussions. Today I have my buddy Matt, who's my usual guest. How's it going, buddy?
Hey man, how you doing this morning?
Good. So we are both really excited right now because we got some Bon Jovi news, and as we both know, Bon Jovi news is great news and always smiles on our faces. So
Oh
we
yeah,
are
always a good day.
so there's it's been finally announced that that Bon Jovi is releasing the Forever Legendary Edition. So the album Forever came out last June in 24. And we've heard rumblings and rumors since last summer about this album being re-released with collaborations. It's been rumors, this and that. And then John finally confirmed it at the Runaway trip back in June. And obviously we were there. And so here we are. So it's been finally announced that we are getting a new edition of Forever called the Legendary Edition of Forever. The release date is October 24th. I've done a little bit of digging and I'm still getting some more confirmation, but from what I have learned, this is going to be a digital release only. Hopefully that changes. We get some physical media out of this because for a collector like me, I love to have it as a physical copy, but it seems like it might only be a digital release. So it comes out October 24th. Each song has a collaboration with a different artist. Um, Uh, and also, this coming Friday, on the August 29th, we will get a new song, which was it's called Red, White, and Jersey. New song. We saw the band tease it yesterday with a video of, kind of like what they did when they released Forever, when they did the car,
Yeah,
and then on the license
yeah,
plate it says RDWT, which stands for Red, White, and then Jersey. So new song, which is always great. Love new Jovi music.
yeah. I'm excited.
And on top of that, we also get a Hollow Man release with Bruce Springsteen, which we'll get into that here in a second. So we get two quote unquote new songs on Friday. So the track listing,
I did not realize that. That's cool.
yeah, now you know. So the track listed is Red, White, and Jersey. No collaboration, just a band album. And there's going to be a music video that was filmed in New Jersey to come out. I don't know when that's coming out, but that'll be out. Legendary, which will feature James Bay. We Made It Look Easy, featuring Robbie Williams. Living Proof, featuring Jelly Roll. Waves, featuring Jason Isbell, who also co-wrote the song. Seeds, that features Ryan Tedder. Kiss the Bride, which features Billy Falcon. The People's House, featuring the War and Treaty, which we've all already heard. That was released last year. Walls of Jericho features Joe Elliott. I can't wait to talk about that one. I Wrote You a
Yeah,
Song featuring Lainey Wilson. Living in Paradise featuring Avril Lavigne. Another one I'm excited to talk about. My First Guitar featuring Marcus King. Hollow Man featuring Bruce Springsteen, which we'll hear this Friday. And then We Made It Look Easy featuring, and I forgive me if I mispronounce this, Karen Leon. And so another thing they did too is the so we have two different We Made It Look Easies on here now that
yeah,
I'm looking at it. That's pretty cool. Um,
yeah. Looks like
so-
one maybe is in another language or something.
yeah. So before we get into, so Rolling Stone posted an article too, and I want to talk about this real quick, and then we'll talk about um, our thoughts on the new release and the collaborations. But in the Rolling Stone article that's written by Andy Green, of course, I'm getting all these pop-up ads now. I just get to the good stuff here. Oh, now that wants me to log in. But basically in the article it says that the band's releasing this new edition, and that John really wanted to tour forever, but because of him healing and getting better vocally, he decided not to tour. But in the meantime, he would go into the studio with all these artists and re-record the songs and give it a new life. So, but before we get into the songs, buddy, what are you excited? What do you think? Tell me what you're excited for.
I mean, honestly, first and foremost, the new music, the ones that we haven't heard. You know what I'm saying? Those are always nice to have. And yeah, the collaboration with Def Leppard's got to be at the top of my list, and
Oh
Joe
man.
Elliott.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean that. I don't know that they've ever done anything like that. So that
Yeah,
I'm stoked about that.
yeah. I think so. That's like the one that you're really looking forward to the most.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
As far as the new stuff that we have not heard, the red, white, and jersey, yeah, that I can't wait to hear that.
Yeah.
But
And that was a song that was on the set list back in June. Remember for the Runaway trip, they had that on the set list, but then John never performed it. Or the band
I
never
remember there
performed
being
it.
some variations, yeah,
Yeah.
some stuff on there, but I didn't
Yeah.
realize that that was on there. So that's
Yeah.
cool.
That would have been cool to to have heard it first there and see it live, and but that's okay.
Yeah,
So let's start from the top and work our way down. So Legendary features James Bay. Um, I don't want to sound rude when I say it. I never heard of James Bay. I'm gonna listen to
same.
all these songs with excitement and maybe that's another nice thing too is that even though I've never heard of someone like James Bay, it might be an
Right.
avenue, a door for me to say, oh, I really like his voice and let me go check out his stuff.
Absolutely.
You know.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I've
Uh,
never heard of the guy either. So
yeah.
absolutely.
The next one is We Made It Look Easy, featuring Robbie Williams. I'll admit I respect the guy and his music. I just can't get into his voice and music. So maybe I'll get into this collaboration, but not a big Robbie Williams fan, you know.
I think he's got a great voice
Yeah,
myself.
absolutely.
So I could see this one kind of exceeding my expectations. I'll say that. I mean,
Yeah.
really, I could see this one being one of the better ones on the record. So we'll see.
Now, so this is another one I'm looking forward to. Living Proof with Jelly Roll. I mean, with how big of a fan John is of Jelly Roll, and Jelly Roll played I think he played Bad Medicine at the Music Cares when John was honored last year. So we knew Jelly Roll was probably going to be a contender for this collaboration. And so now that we know that Jelly Roll is going to be singing on Living Proof, I'm really looking forward to it. And I've been wanting to get into Jelly Roll, start listening to more of his stuff because I think he's really a cool guy and unique. So I think this is a perfect song for Jelly Roll to sing out of the whole album. I think it's going to have that really rock, but a little bit of country sound on it.
He's definitely got the voice for it. There's no doubt. So
Yeah. Waves, which features Jason Isbell, and I want to double check. I do think that he co-wrote that with John on Waves. I
yeah,
believe
I
so.
think you're right.
So, and
I am born and raised in Alabama, and Jason Isbell's from Alabama, but I've just never been a huge fan of his music. But
yeah,
I'm curious to see how this goes. I mean,
yeah. Well,
I like the songs, so
I guess he's like a huge artist right now. Um,
yes. As a matter
so
of fact, he just came to Charleston, where I am, and sold out. Um, dude, I think that arena holds 12 to 15,000 people. So
yeah,
yeah,
wow. And Waves is my favorite song on this album, so I'm looking forward to it. Seeds with Ryan Tedder. I've never heard of Ryan Tedder, so like I said, another
me either.
door to find a new artist. Kiss the Bride featured Billy Falcon. We know Billy Falcon has been a co-writer with John for many, many, many years.
Yeah.
So that's coming. People's House with War and Treaty. Obviously, we heard that last summer. I'm guessing it's probably going to be the same version that we heard last year. And
Yeah.
I actually like that version better than the original version on the album.
I did
So,
too. I did too.
and that makes you wonder, could pot, I love the whole Forever album, but could one of these versions be a lot better than what's on the album? You know?
Right. Yep.
Let's see. Okay. All right, buddy. Next one. I know we're both really excited for this one, probably the most. Walls of Jericho featuring Joe Elliott of Def Leppard. Dude, this is
Yeah.
going to be full on rock. I can already picture Joe. I hope that Joe and John both sing the chorus together because I think it's going to fucking rock. You know,
Yeah, man.
I can't wait to
That's
hear
one of
their
my
voice.
favorite songs on the album, no doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see arenas singing along to that one. So the fact that Joe Elliott's going to be on there, I'm excited.
Yeah, I can already picture Joe singing the song and them collaborate, singing together, harmonizing. Man, it's I can't. That'll probably I try to listen to it now from start to finish, but that'll probably be the first one that I go to listen to just because I can't
Right.
wait.
I hear you. Yeah.
The next one is I Wrote You a Song featuring Lainey Wilson. This is another one of my favorites on the album, and I love her voice. I've been actually want to check out more of her music. So I'm looking forward to this collaboration. I think she's the perfect fit for this song.
I think so too. She's very talented. I will say, as far as the song goes, I like the lyrics behind the song. That means a lot to me. I'm not crazy about the song as a whole, but I think she will definitely do it justice. And
Yeah. I think for
I appreciate where John was at with the
yeah,
lyrics. You know,
I think for a ballad, you have to have a female duet on this one, instead of having, not that there's anything wrong with two guys singing it or two girls singing it, nothing wrong with that. I just think for like this
right?
kind of song, you need that male and female. The next one is okay. This is another one I'm looking forward to. Living in Paradise featuring Avril Lavigne. This is my third favorite on the album. I was kind of really because Ed Sheeran co-wrote this song with John a few years ago. I was kind of bummed that they're not collaborating on this song together. I think because I can picture Ed Sheeran. If anyone's an Ed Sheeran fan, and I know you're really not. Well, I think you are. You like a few songs, don't you?
I haven't seen him perform live, but yeah, I
Yeah.
like his music.
So if anyone has heard Tides by Ed Sheeran and compare it to Living in Paradise, it sounds a lot really similar. And I love Tides, and obviously I love Living in Paradise. So every time I hear the song, I think of how that collaboration could have been. And I think it would just really been great of John and Ed Sheeran just singing that together. So I'm bummed that he's not collaborating on this one, but I am excited that Avril Lavigne, because I absolutely love Avril Lavigne. I love her voice. She's such a super cool person. So I'm really looking forward to hear her and John sing Living in Paradise together, especially because I think her voice, her vocal range for the chorus is just going to be incredible. I can't wait.
Yeah,
Are you an
yeah,
Avril
I
Lavigne
would.
fan?
I was growing up. I listened to her a lot growing up in high school, but I really have not listened to her since. So yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds exciting to me.
Next one is My First Guitar feature, Marcus King. That name sounds familiar right now, but I'm not sure who that really is. But like I said,
I
it
don't
might be
know
a door
either.
for a new artist.
I was
Um,
so glad that, Tico and the other band members talked John into putting that song on the album because
yeah.
gosh, man, that's kind of a hidden gem, I think,
Yeah, one of my favorite parts on the album is the starburst. Or how's it? The case and the starburst finish, power chord, and I'm right back. I know I sound just like him. Um, but I was just saying I was talking to somebody on Twitter just a little bit ago, and I was thinking Tom Kiefer from Cinderella would have been a really cool
Oh,
collaboration on
wow.
this song. I think the
Absolutely.
way Tom Kiefer could sing this song, that would have been pretty cool.
I
Uh,
love Cinderella. So yeah, that would
yeah,
be awesome.
yeah. I could just envision his voice, especially because my first guitar is about John finding his first guitar and getting into the rock
Yep.
music, and and bands back then, that's discovering rock music and playing a guitar, and I just think that would have been really cool. Um, the next one is Hollow Man featuring Bruce Springsteen. I think this is a perfect song for Bruce. I know you love Bruce. I think his voice and his register, I think it's gonna be perfect for this song. So I think this was a good choice. Uh,
This is gonna sound bad, but I'm glad I'm glad Bruce Springsteen is on this one for the collaboration because that's
yeah,
probably my least favorite song on the whole album. So
yeah. I don't know. I was more excited for it earlier, and then I think the other songs have become more of my favorite because I saw Hollow Man get they performed by John back in 21, and he was just in the middle of writing, so he only sang the first verse and chorus.
yeah.
I like it. It's a good song, but it's probably not one that I listen to often off the album. Uh, so then we get another version of We Made It Look Easy. And forgive me if I mispronounce this, Karen Leon. It sounds like maybe it's gonna be a Spanish version or something, but so
That's
looking
kind of what I
forward
was
to it.
thinking.
Looking forward to it. I think a lot of these songs are gonna be great collaborations. I can't wait. So anything else you want to say about it?
No, I mean, dude, I'm excited for the re-release myself. I mean, I can't. Anytime we get anything by Jovi, it's a good day. So
Yeah, it
the fact
is.
that we have a new song coming out that I haven't heard is very exciting.
Yeah.
I'm, dude, I like the Forever album. I mean, dude, I got 5 copies of it, so um,
I
I'm
got each
I'm
front of
excited.
it. I got each
Right?
fucking edition of the vinyl, and I think I have like 15 vinyls, and then I got all the different Target, Walmart edition, the regular edition, the signed editions, and but the
Yeah.
collector in me has to have each edition. So, um, but yeah, I can't wait. So everyone that's listening, the new collaboration album comes out on October 24th. The new single Red, White, and Jersey comes out on August 29th, this Friday, along with our first collaboration song, Hollow Man featuring Bruce Springsteen. So, all right, buddy. Thanks for coming on. Let me end the recording, and we'll chat later, buddy.
Sounds good.